wake you up. I got you. Hello, fuckers. We're here. Why is that so loud? Am I very loud? I am loud. There we go. That's better. That's better. God. You alright? You're going to pick the mic up? You're going to fucking talk? Anything?
Still very loud.
What, you're loud?
Well, everyone's loud.
No, you'll be alright. You get used to it.
Oh, I don't know.
It's because you've got new headphones on. It's fucking miserable outside. The weather's awful. We've had nice sun all week, and then it's just gone to shit for a Friday, so it's a great weekend. We don't really know what we're going to talk about.
That's not true. I'll send you a list.
Right. Okay. It's great.
You've even read it, so how do you not know?
It's because I haven't looked at any. I haven't researched any of it. I was talking to Mark about Dead Island 2 today briefly, and I just can't gain the excitement to play it. Is that weird? Are you excited? Do you want to play it?
I never wanted to play it in the first place.
It's weird, isn't it?
No, I just never had no interest in it.
Maybe
it's
we've
not weird for me.
Maybe me and you have just grown up a bit, and we don't want to play them types of games anymore.
Maybe we just don't want to play computer games. Let's go. Do we not want to play? Let's go.
Yeah. Let's give this up.
It doesn't release until for 6 days anyway.
It released today, no?
It says releases in 6 days, 9 hours and 19 minutes.
I thought it was today. I wondered why I've seen fuck all about it. What?
Releases on the 28th of April.
Dead Island.
I think it releases on the same day as...
Yeah,
that one.
as that one.
Oh.
What's it called?
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. What did she say?
That's great. That's fantastic. So that our first subject of the day, we've got absolutely fuck all to talk about.
Well, no, you played the first one.
I did play the first one many years ago.
What about this one is not tickling that pickle?
I don't know. I fucking hate it when you do that so much. It's so obnoxiously horrible to listen to.
It's ASMR, bro.
No, you are 100% one of those people that eats with their mouth open, smacking their lips.
Definitely.
I bet you fucking are.
I fucking am not.
You are. I see
not.
you eat at the Star Wars celebration. You are 100% one of those guys.
I promise you now.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Just
I've never eaten like that in my entire life. There's only
Fuck
two
it.
reasons I would eat like that. One, the food's fucking burning the fuck out of me, so I'm getting some air in there to cool me down. Or I've got toothache, and I have to eat like that too.
toothache.
Well, I'm just saying, that'd be another reason. I'm like,
You're being gentle with it.
yeah. I would never. I fucking despise people
It's so
that
annoying.
eat with their mouth open, and that's looking at you, Dean, because you're the fucking worst I've ever seen.
I've been there when Dean's eating and he sounds like a fucking animal. Now, Mark says that he absolutely hates it as well, and yet there are multiple times when he eats like a fucking animal, but he refuses to You're listening, ain't you, dickhead? You know you eat like a fucking pig. Sort it out. It's disgusting. I know you're from Basildon, but come on, man. It's grim. Just fucking smacking lips and shit. I'm wound up now. What's in the bag? Oh, here we go.
Just my stuff.
Just your vape juice. Get the vape juice out.
Yeah.
That's great. It's
Vape
fantastic.
juice, water.
Dead Island. Obviously played it many, many moons ago, and obviously a lot has changed since then, including my age. Not so much my maturity, but definitely the age bracket has changed, and I feel like if I went back and played Dead Island now, I'd get somewhat bored of it because the storyline was very weak. You weren't there for the cinematic of it. You were there for just to beat the shit out of zombies, and that's it. Which most zombie games are like anyway. And I think maybe that's the reason why I'm not massively geared up for. Are you good? Are you good?
Just very loud. So I've had one off.
Why is it loud?
I don't know. It's just fucking
Turn your fucking
paralysingly
thing
loud.
down loud.
I don't want to press anything on
You
this
don't have
box.
to press anything. This one.
This
What,
one.
if I keep talking, is it getting quieter? Quieter?
No, staying exactly the same.
It's staying exactly the same.
Oh no, it's getting quieter now.
It's
Yeah,
getting
go on.
quieter.
Yeah, keep going.
I'll keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah? Any better?
That's better.
That's better.
Perfect.
I'll keep it there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Is that alright?
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Fuck me.
Professionals.
Does that work with mine as well? Like oh god, it's grim, innit? Oh, I don't like it. Because it sounds like I'm really quiet.
That's what I want.
I'll keep that there. Yeah, I just don't know if Because do you fall into the trap of listening to the reviews more than actually playing the fucking game?
I have been known to be called a review whore from my friend Clarky. He says that I am a review whore and I am scum. Because I could be looking forward to a game for years, and then if it comes out and gets a 7, I'm like, well, fuck that off then. But I've changed.
You've changed, mum.
I changed. And I tell you, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe one of the games, I'll tell you what game it was that changed my review policies and the way I look at them was Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Because I was so hyped for that game. And then it came out and the reviews were fucking shocking. It was like 7s and 6s and shit.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, for fuck's sake. And I booked the day off for it as well.
There's a reason why I didn't play it.
I booked the day off for it. And I was so angry, out of like hatred, I went and bought Mortal Kombat instead. That come out on the same day. I didn't even like Mortal Kombat.
Was that Mortal Kombat 11?
Yeah. I was just like, fuck that game then. And then after like a day or two of playing Mortal Kombat, I was bored, so I went and bought Days Gone as well, and I loved it. And I was almost the whole game. I was like, when is this gonna get bad then? Because I love this. And then after that, I was like, fuck review scores. There's things that I'll use review scores as guidance, but not as factual anymore.
I think, obviously, I got it on the Steam Deck, and I was playing it, and I was enjoying it, but I was obviously very new to having the Steam Deck, so my mind was fucking like kid in a fucking sweet shop. Really, really enjoying Shadow of War at the moment, and I'm very nearly done with it. And I think when I'm done with it, I will go back to Days Gone on the Steam Deck. I nearly said Switch then. On the Steam Deck, because yeah, you're one of many people, including people like Mark that say no, it's a good game. Like it is sick. So I feel like we've spoken about this so many times before that reviews aren't necessarily the be all and end all. Even with what was that game that come out that we ripped to shreds, but then the reviews actually turned out that it's not actually that bad. Forspoken, absolutely shocking reviews, but according to a lot of people that I've read like talking about it, have said how great of a game it is visually, and like the combat of it and everything is fantastic. So yeah, I suppose fuck the reviews, I guess.
Well, games are subjective, aren't they? You're looking at one man's score or one woman's score from the time they've had with it.
Yeah.
Depending on how long they've had with it, you know, it's not the same because I'm not a professional reviewer, of course. But me rushing through God of War Ragnarok because I didn't want to be spoiled would be the same as someone rushing for their job. Well, it wouldn't be the same, but it's the same concept. Rushing for their job to get through it, to get a review out by a certain date.
It must hinder something.
Yeah, at what point does that just not become enjoyable?
And I think there's a quite a few reviewers. I don't want to say. Is it IGN? I'm not sure. One of the big ones. It doesn't go through multiple people on reviews. It's just one person that reviews it, and then that's the score that whatever body they work for gives.
I think that's just the way a lot of them work. Pretty much all of them.
Which, again, makes it completely subjective.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's very difficult to play a video game without any bias whatsoever. If you ain't enjoying it as a person,
it's like,
how are you going to give it a decent review?
It's like asking me to review a puzzle game. I don't like puzzle games. I will never like puzzle games. They're just, I would not enjoy my time. It doesn't matter how good it is. And I wouldn't be looking out for things that puzzle game fans would be looking out for. I'd be like, this is boring from start to finish.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily like playing anything Mario, but that doesn't mean that Mario's a bad game.
The perfect example would be, say, we're both professional reviewers, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor comes out on Friday. You don't hate Star Wars, you don't like Star Wars, you're just in the middle somewhere. I love Star Wars. I will be catching all the little beats and mentions of characters throughout the books and films and TV shows, so it will mean 25 times more for me than it would for you. You just be like, oh, I don't know who that is. You know, you won't even realise it was supposed to be a reference.
Yeah, I'm just skipping the dialogue.
Yeah, so, you know, it's all very subjective in that part. So you can't say, Jedi Survivor's a 10. Well, it might be for me, but for someone who's never played Star Wars but just wants a good game, or watch Star Wars and might just wants a good game, it will be like, well, this is not a 10. This is mediocre at best. So it is all very subjective, but in regards to Days Gone, I think it's not amazing, but it's definitely not a bad game. It was very fun. I thought the story was really good. The length of it was very long and enjoyable. There's a lot of things that they could have done and should have done. But the problem I think Days Gone had, if I remember correctly, which I think I do, is it came out shortly after or a little bit time after maybe Red Dead 2. And,
it was
and
Shadow,
then
was it?
obviously that shit is just like, they've worked on it like 10 fucking years.
Yeah, it's top tier
You
shit,
can't,
that.
and they will be compared in the respect of the quality, you know what I mean? Like the depth of the game.
You can watch someone walk into their house and eat a full-on meal and clear the plate.
You see them on TikTok all
Yeah,
the time.
and then they go off and fucking wash the plates and all that shit. They're so in depth, that game. It's
but
crazy.
Rockstar compared to Ben's studio are two complete different entities.
Yeah.
So it's hard to put a score on that. That's why I think reviews are just a little bit shit nowadays anyway. I think it's subjective. I think you should always use them as a guideline and not a ultimate deciding factor, because like I used to. Look at a review. Don't spoil yourself, because a lot of reviews just fucking spoil stuff now, which is just annoying. But just make sure it's not broken. As long as it's not broken, if you like the look of it, then crack on. That's the way I look at it anyway. I imagine Jedi Survivor will probably come out, and I anticipate...
Day one patch?
I know, I anticipate like 7.5s and 8s.
You reckon, yeah? That low?
Maybe 9s.
For something like this, you reckon it'll be like that?
Yeah. I don't think it'll... I think it'll be very good, but I don't think it's going to blow the doors off. But for me, I think it will just be... If it's... From what I hear, it's... And I listened to a podcast on the way here talking about the hands-on time of it. It's essentially Fallen Order, but improved in every way. They just built on everything. So it's much larger in scale, everything's more fluid, everything's just better. So for me, it's going to be great.
Yeah, I was going to say, what more do you want from a...
I'm gassed for it. It doesn't matter for me.
From a fucking sequel. That's exactly what it's supposed to be, in it? Is just an improved version of number one.
I don't know. Let's have a look at what the reviews were for Jedi Fallen Order. I can't imagine they were massively amazing. I'm guessing like 8s and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they were bad. They weren't. It weren't like Game of the Year material, but it's. I think they were decent.
Let's have a look on Metacritic, see what they were saying. So, Fallen Order for Metacritic for the PS4, 79, 7.7. So it's all right, isn't it? But to me, that was a 9.
Yeah.
It's
a weird one.
You know what I mean? It's Star Wars. Yeah. We never get any good fucking Star Wars game, so
it's just in the same way that people would dig at Shadow of War or fucking World of Warcraft and say how it's shit and they're never going to play it, whereas you have someone like me that absolutely loves it. It's massively subjective. Massively. I think if you come across a game and say it's got like a 2 overall, where every review is below 5, then I think that might be a hint that actually this game isn't that good. But yeah, when you're in like the 7s to 8 sort of territory, it's like you say, use it as a guideline, or don't use it at all. It's your money. Fucking do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, but just don't use it as a fucking... That game's got a score that you... If it's not a 10, don't buy it kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's basically what I used to do. I'd be like, if it's not like 9s, I'm like, fuck that then.
Yeah, if I had a game that was coming out and I looked at the reviews and it would be like, like a 9 or an 8.5, I'd instantly be disheartened. Because I'd go, this game's shit. It's flopped, and you've watched like one fucking IGN review and they've said one negative thing out of it, even though you're watching a review, which is exactly what they're supposed to do. And you go, or like Before You Buy, they're another one that I always go for.
The YouTube.
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot.
So for context, Dead Island 2 review. What is that saying?
Not good.
No, I don't think they're bad.
It's not great.
Well, what did you want? You wanted 10s across the board?
It was never going to get 10s across the board. I think it'll be a good game. I'm going to fucking get it.
For PS5, it's at 74 on the Metacritic. PC 75. But bear in mind, it's not even out yet, so it hasn't even got any user scores. But
yeah.
What about Days Gone Metacritic? Because I guarantee you
Sorry.
So the Metacritic for Days Gone 71, but the user score is 8.4. So it just goes to show people really like the game,
Yeah.
but the reviewers didn't. And once again, I still just
Fuck the reviewers, man.
yeah,
Fuck 'em.
exactly. So yeah, Dead Island 2. I'm not interested because I don't like that style of game. I like Dying Light 2, but I think Dead Island 2, correct me if I'm wrong, is more of like a goofy zombie game.
Yeah, it's not fucking. It's arcadey in it.
Yeah, I mean Dying Light 2 is, but it's got like a serious, gritty tone to it.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I like.
Dead Island definitely does not. You're fucking riptide. You were fucking running around killing people that were chilling on a beach were chilling on the beach until they got turned into fucking zombies. It's really not. Yeah, it's not meant to be taken seriously. Much like how if you were playing Borderlands, you're not taking it massively serious. I mean, it takes the piss out of itself. Or it'd be like trying to play High on Life as a serious game, you know what I mean? It's just not. It's not what it's going for, which I think people need to remember when they're playing games like Dead Island. It is the core of it is beating the shit out of zombies. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, which I'm all for, but I like it being a bit more gritty.
Yeah, Dying Light did that very well, 1 and 2, extremely well. I never jumped on the DLC with Dying Light 1, but Dying Light 2, that's on the list, isn't it? Is that on the list? Is that on Santa's fucking list?
That is on Santa's list.
From
Push Square,
Santa's fat sack.
Dying Light 2 gut feeling update is out today. Meaning today, as in today, when this is out.
Right now, cunts.
Dying Light 2 huge gut feeling update is out today, directly competing for the hearts and minds of gamers with Dead Island 2. Unquote. I believe it's an interesting time to drop this just before the other big zombie game comes out.
It's great.
So fair play to Dying Light. Quote, the other big first-person zombie slaying franchise on the market, comparing with Dead Island 2. In addition to overhauling the game's melee mechanics and physics, including a focus on dismemberment, which seems like a direct response to Dead Island 2's flesh system, and adding in transmogrification, gut feeling will add the Viral Rush limited time event, as well as new blueprints for players to uncover. Is also entirely free, so there's another plus.
Oh, it's free, is it?
Yeah, it's not DLC.
Oh, someone touched my penis.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that.
Whilst obviously not as full-featured as a whole new game like Dead Island 2, it's nice to see developer Techland isn't willing to cede any ground and is committed to making its game the best it can be. Will you be spending your weekend with a new hotness, Dead Island 2, or will you be dancing with the one that brought you Dying Light 2? Make a tough decision in the comment section below.
It's not a tough decision, you just play both.
Well, I don't understand how you're going to play both this weekend if Dead Island 2 is not out till next weekend. Someone's lied to me here. Is it out or not?
I thought it was out today.
Well, that's what I thought. So why is it saying 6 days away?
I don't know, Pickle. I'll find
I bet you buy the big version and you get a week early.
Dead Island 2. Let's have a look in our favourite cooking book.
Dead Island 2.
Yeah, if I order it from Amazon now, I will get it tomorrow.
Okay, so it is out.
So it must be out today.
So why does it say 6 days then? Interesting. So yeah, that Dead Island thing that I sent you yesterday, or Dying Light, fuck's sake, suck my ball bags, is it's a free update which has dismemberment and really gory. So like I was watching a video earlier, yesterday, trying to get some context on what was going on. I couldn't really understand because he kept talking over fucking everything. It was doing my nothing. But essentially, I think where you hit the zombies matters. So like, you watch their flesh come off and bits of their bodies.
That kind of makes complete sense.
Yeah, it does. But it is what it is. A lot more gore. Obviously, loads more customization. And this is obviously all on top of stuff that you haven't experienced since, because they've added shitloads since you last played it.
Yeah. I did the story and that was it. I was done. See you later. I mean, I played it a lot, but
we did, and we also promised ourselves that we go back to it. I even spoke to one of the developers on Twitter about it, and he was like, "The prince has spoken." I was like, "Thank you, I have."
When did he say this?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Before the podcast was.
You see how big this geezer was before the pod?
Dragging me down.
And now we've just fucking dragged him down completely.
The creator of the game literally said the prince has spoken.
The prince has spoken.
So I used to be the game in Prince.
Not anymore.
Now on What's the Buttons podcast official.
Message him now.
No.
So it's free.
So yeah, it's free. Transmog, loads of stuff. Also, don't know if it's out yet, but Dying Light used to have a thing where you used to be able to go on the website or app. I don't know if it's going to be an app now, but they've got like weekly bounties and stuff.
Mm.
And like little missions you can go on the website and do, and they'll give you refuge coins or some shit like that, and then you can spend it on cosmetics and weapons and stuff. So it's just a thing to just keep you plodding along on it. And it's all just good fun, man. It's just
Dying Light used to have a mode where you could be one of the infected.
yeah.
That was very, very fun, but so few people played it.
Was it not just janky?
No, I liked it. Did you play it?
Yeah, was it multiplayer, wasn't it?
Yeah, when you was the person and you like
Yeah, I tried it. I wasn't
really liked it. I got really good at playing it. And then they just dropped it like a sack of shit, and I've never picked it up again. That as a standalone would have been quite fun, almost like Evolve.
Yeah.
Yes. So we got to download Dying Light then, again, because I took it off.
This is true. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Okay. Well, if it's free, I'll fucking have it.
Here you go. Out the old, in with the new. Go to Pilgrim Outpost, a new and improved service for Dying Light fans. Find all the features you're looking for and witness the launch of special bounties to get exclusive rewards in Dying Light 2 Stay Human. And there we go. Complete bounties and earn Pilgrim tokens to buy exclusive gear. Band together with other Pilgrims worldwide to achieve goals during game events. Stay up to date with all the latest news, updates, activities, and patch notes.
Ugh.
And obviously, obviously the game's multiplayer, and there's loads of stats on how many things. You know, you get them classic. Oh, here we go. Look, community event, viral rush, 20th of April till the 3rd of May, and you have to click join. Horrors of the night have arrived to take over the day. Virals have mutated out of control. They're stronger than ever. The merciless pursuers are more attracted to loud noises this time, and their developed immunity means not even the safety of the daylight can save you from their grasp. So yeah, there's loads of skins.
Zombies.
Fucking all sorts of shit.
We love skins.
Gore and brutality. Weapon.
Skinny wins.
Weapon crafting. Gear transmog. Fucking wallpapers. All sorts of shit. And that I say, since we've last played it, I played it since, but only for like 10 minutes. There's loads of new stuff on there as is. And this isn't even the DLC. I mean, Dying Light 1 was supported for fucking years. Years and years and years with all these bounties and systems.
A long time, yeah.
And they've done that massive expansion with
the
car.
vehicles, yeah.
So, you know, they've already said that they're doing like big expansions for Dying Light 2 as well, and this isn't even one of them. They said that there's going to be a gun in the expansion. So.
Yeah, because obviously there was guns in the first one, and then
pretty cool. Yeah, you
got rid of them.
Yeah, I used to like the bow.
The guns were OP, man.
Yeah,
they were
like that fucking crossbow in this one. It just sent them fucking silly. It just went flying. Remember, every other weapon was just pointless.
Yeah, that crossbow was fucking fun.
So yeah,
it's been so long since I played it, man. It's such a good game.
Very good game.
It's so much fun, especially they made it so much easier to move around places quickly.
You got the little Zelda paraglider thing.
Yeah.
You shoot up in the wind.
Yeah, and the factions and stuff like that. It was very clever. It was a well-made game. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was fucking excellent. The story, there's a bit in there, I'm sure you remember, quite near the end, when you're going up in the lift and stuff, and then everyone starts getting attacked and shit. No, go up like the really high tower, and then you have to fly over with. I think it's Rosario Dawson or so.
Yeah.
Very like atmospheric and quite gripping at times.
Yeah, because that's the one where you're proper fighting your way out, and then he's
singing. They start singing in the lift, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
good game.
Very good game.
Once again, I imagine that 20 quid said that didn't review great.
Yeah, I don't think it did get massively great reviews, but it was weird because it was very much one of those games where I didn't give a fuck. I didn't look at the reviews. I just knew that I was going to play it because I know how much I love Dying Light 1. So I was like, well, either way, I'm going to have it.
Quite the opposite. 76 on Metacritic and 5 user score.
Jesus.
So the people didn't like it. Critics actually quite did.
A 5 user score?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
On the PC, it got a 4.4.
Fucking hell. Jesus.
But
That's
yeah,
bad.
what's this one? For Xbox Series X, it got a 4.9. Did say 3.9, but that's
It's a good game, though. It's a very good game.
It's a good game, and like I say, it's getting like 7s basically, 7s and higher 7s.
So for the zombie lovers out there, Dying Light 2, bang that one on if you haven't already, or if you have, bang it on again for the old little fucking free DLCs, and then Dead Island 2, grab hold of that and start slicing some motherfuckers.
Yeah,
yeah.
What he said.
Yeah, that's a zombie talk for today.
I see Danny die the other day.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Was he alright?
Yeah, seemed alright.
Where was he? Where was you?
Oh, somewhere in London.
Oh, in London.
Mm.
Oh, London.
London. Drove past me, didn't he? Slow traffic, and I looked and I was like, "That's fucking Danny Dyer." And he looked at me and he went, "It's you." I went, "Fuck off! I ain't got time for you, Danny."
It's what's the buttons. I saw you at the Star Wars celebration.
Yeah, he's that fucking
in your
smelly
matching
nerd,
t-shirts. You look like a right dick.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the geezer that was fixing my van the other day as well. That said he'd listen to the pod, and I know he took it on board because he followed us on the gram. So
they don't come in thick and fast, but they do come.
They come. Yeah.
Oh, they come.
They do come. I'm content. What's next?
Don't know.
Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores DLC. I mean, I don't know fuck all about this. Struggling for stuff to talk about, really. So just whacked it in. I mean, the first 3 things we spoke about, neither of us have got a fucking clue.
I ain't got fucking Scooby. I don't fucking know. I don't play these games.
But,
I played the first Horizon, didn't complete it, and the second one I just can't be bothered. It released at such an inconvenient time.
They always do. First one did as well. Come out at the same time as Zelda. Mental.
Completely fucking overshadowed. And then the fucking second one come out next to Elden Ring.
Yeah.
It didn't have a chance.
I feel so sorry for it.
It's fucking so stupid. No one in their marketing fucking team thought, oh, maybe we won't release it against one of the biggest games ever made.
Yeah, well, they didn't know it was going to be the biggest game.
Then sure enough it was. I haven't really got a whole lot to talk about when it got. I spoke to you, obviously, was it yesterday or the day before, about how I struggle to go back to DLC on single player games.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not the only one, but I don't think there's a massive like group of people that struggle with it. It's just I can't be bothered. Even with Ghost of Tsushima, that game is fucking incredible. Like top tier, living your dream as a ninja type shit or samurai. And when the DLC come out, the director's cut, remember how fucking excited we were for it? I didn't finish it. I know you did, but I didn't. I couldn't be bothered.
But you are an online gamer.
I'm fickle.
You're a bitch.
No, I'm not a bitch. I'm just fickle.
He's a bitch.
Why?
Bitch.
What? You can't even fucking handle playing on a laptop.
No, neither can my mate. Neither can my mate who picked the van.
Fuck your mate.
He was saying he was playing the Star Wars online game, and I was like, I can't play that for very long because it hurts my hand. He was like, yeah, me too. He doesn't talk like that. He said, yeah, me too, bruv.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I'll fix fans.
Anyway, Horizon Forbidden West. Travel beyond the Forbidden West as Aloy's story continues. Encounter new machines and a compelling new story. South of the Tenakth clan lands, millennia of volcanic eruptions and violent seismic activity have carved the ruins of Los Angeles into a treacherous archipelago. Experience the next chapter of Horizon Forbidden West. I think this is just an advert for Horizon Forbidden West.
Does any of it
Hold
sound
on.
interesting?
I think this is just Horizon Forbidden West, not the DLC, but I'm going to finish it. Experience the next chapter of Horizon Forbidden West as Aloy pursues a sinister
No, it's
new
the next
threat.
chapter.
All right.
So it's DLC.
Let me finish.
Dickhead. Go on.
Experience the next chapter of Horizon Forbidden West as Aloy pursues a sinister new threat to the planet hidden among these dangerous, untamed wilds. The Burning Shores DLC contains additional content for Horizon Forbidden West, including new characters and experiences in a stunning yet hazardous new area. To enter the Burning Shores, you must complete the main quest up to and including Singularity. In the PS5 version of Horizon Forbidden West, following the main quest, the player will receive a call over Aloy's focus, beginning the DLC. Hey. Ooh.
I'm not interested at all.
I'm not interested. For those of you who are, it's out. I think it come out yesterday.
We'll put that one to bed. It doesn't sound interesting. Why the description is not
I have
sound
many problems
interesting?
with Horizon.
Go on.
I had a problem when it first came out.
Go on.
Sucked balls.
What? The
I was
first?
it looked good, and I was like, yeah, it's cool. Who don't want to shoot robot dinosaurs?
Yeah.
And then it came out, and I was like, I don't want to shoot robot dinosaurs.
Why?
Because I just weren't interested.
Why didn't you like it?
Sold it to Clarky straight away for like 15 quid less.
Is it because you had to actually hit certain parts of the bodies?
No. I just found it a bit tedious. But I digress. Let me finish what I was trying to say. So I got rid of it. Clarky was like, it's so good, you should never have done it. I was like, shut up. I'm not interested.
Yeah, but you played The Witcher. Is that not tedious?
No, not at all. Completely different.
It's not though, is it?
So fast forward, I don't know, a year, 2 years, whatever it was. Dean came, and he got back into gaming, and he picked it up, and he didn't half fucking bang on about it. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna give it another shot, and then I platinumed it.
Yeah, great.
And then I thought I was gassed for Horizon Forbidden West, and then it came out,
He's like,
and I was like, this is boring as fuck.
yeah.
Do you know the problem with Horizon Zero Dawn
Give me the problems.
and the Horizon Forbidden West? I've
Go
got
on.
one problem with it.
Go on.
I don't care. That's the truth. I don't care about her plight. The story is so boring. I don't care about any of the characters. I just want to fucking shoot robot dinosaurs.
You know what? I'm with you on that one. When I played the first Horizon, even though I didn't complete it, I was close. I'd played enough of it to have a formed opinion on it, and yeah, the story was boring. You grow zero attachment to anything. Very, very weak.
And I know a lot of people like it, and that's fine, and I get it. But
Combat's great.
yeah, that is the. It's like Monster Hunter. It's very similar, but without all like the crafting stuff, which is the gameplay loop for Monster Hunter. But this is just. I never ever skip dialogue in games, but this has got me going. Yep, whatever. Skip this shit.
Which is strange because you've played Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, but I feel like
One of the worst dialogued games I've ever played in my life. So boring.
I just feel like I don't want to miss out, so I never skip dialogue in games.
No,
But-
I don't either.
But this has made me
Except
want
for
to.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, oh yeah, but
Just fucking skip through that shit. Get rid of that.
yeah,
Even
that's-
Steph was skipping that
yeah,
fucking
some of that is
shit.
right stinky, isn't it?
No, yeah, I get what you mean. You want I feel like you don't have to play a game and feel like you are the fucking protagonist, but just to have some form of attachment to what it is that you're investing. I think it's because you are investing time into this game. You want to feel like it's worth your time to do it.
It's just changing as a gamer, isn't it? Because when I was younger, all I wanted was massive open world games where I could do what I wanted. If it weren't that, I weren't interested, because
Yeah.
whereas when you're younger, you ain't got that much expendable funds, if any, or you're a kid. You want massive games you can just play over and over again.
Yeah.
So I kind of carried that into my adulthood gaming. And then as I got a little bit older again and matured more, now I'm more interested in the story and the gameplay being, good as well.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, if the story's waff, I find it hard to enjoy the game, because I'm just like, it's boring, isn't it? It's pointless. I get excited for the next cutscene. I'm excited to see, once I've done this, what's going to happen in the story?
Yeah,
like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
They're like all real, just basically The Last of Us really is combat scenario, cutscene, combat scenario, cutscene. Little bit of traversal, cutscene.
And yeah.
And that is all the game is made out of. You're not like, it makes you feel like you're exploring this vast world, but you're not really. You're on rails going through this little bit, and then there's like, I'm talking about Last of Us 2, by the way. Like then there's and then you can go back and play the combat scenarios at the end. You can pick and choose what ones you want to do, because they're just sandboxes to play your combat scenarios in. So you're just going from that to that. But I get excited to see what happens after I finish this. And that's what makes me enjoy the games.
You have that same kind of thing with games like Detroit Become Human. You grow very attached to that story and the different pathways that you can take and what outcomes can happen. Like you say, Last of Us is a massive one for that as well. There's so many games where you are attached to what is going on and you're invested, and it does become it's like watching a TV series, especially with The Last of Us. You want that cutscene. Guardians of the Galaxy is another one. Very slept-on game. Very, very, very fun game. I know you didn't really like you watched the cutscenes of it, but that game's like 70% cutscenes. Like, but they're great. It's fantastic. It's a really good story. Ghost of Tsushima. Fucking play that fucking game, Mark Manister. It's just such a good game, and the story of that game was incredible.
Twists and turns. And
Yeah.
you're like, what's going to happen now? Because this has happened.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
excited to see the next part of the story. Like The Last of Us 2 especially, I'm like, I'm getting gassed like someone, like in the story or something, when she's like, her and Ellie are fighting. I'm like standing up with a controlling man. Like, no, don't.
I've put the control on. I'm not killing her. I'm not killing her.
I'm getting invested. I'm getting excited. No, don't fucking dare. I'm like, oh no. Whereas Horizon, I'm just like, I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, just whatever. And that's not Horizon's fault. I'm just not interested.
Have you seen that clip? You must have seen it, where there's that geezer that's playing Red Dead 2 for the first time, and he's like, "What the fuck is this? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? This is so boring. I'm just walking through the snow." And then it cuts to him on one of the very last cutscenes, and it's all dark around him. He's grown a beard. He's crying because obviously over time he's got so invested in this game. That's the kind of shit you want, man.
Yeah.
You get even with little games like Valheim. I know we haven't picked it up since the last time we spoke about it, but it's a perfect example of a game that you pick up, you go, what the fuck is this? And then even though there's barely any story, you're very invested in it.
But you make your own story. We made our own story. We made an entire fucking tale. What a story. I won't forget that. And we made that ourselves, just through the game's mechanics. That story that we made was more compelling than the whole of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I'll be honest with you. I've platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't even tell you what the story is. Her father dies. Spoilers. That's like the beginning, and then and then she becomes like a clan member, and then and then Lance Reddick turns up. God rest his soul. And then he's an evil guy, but he pretends to be good, Cyrus or something. And then
you open up some chambers.
Yeah, corrupted machines or something.
Suddenly the Dorito on your fucking head is
the
doing
Dorito.
bits.
Yeah, and then you fight a massive spider at the end, and that's literally about all I can tell you.
That's about it.
And I tried to really get into the New Horizon, and like really pay attention to the story and that, but I can't even take them seriously with all the stupid things on their heads and stuff. I just don't. That weird tribal, like, mechanical thing, I'm just like, nah, I'm just not interested. But
it's
the gameplay's fun.
The
gameplay's fun, but I have to have some sort of level of investment in the characters and story. And unfortunately, I have zero.
I feel like if you have an open world game that has things like a crafting system and the bread and butter of what you have in an open world, you have to have that investment in story to actually want to explore the open world. Far Cry 5, fucking incredible game. The story on that, absolutely amazing. Really, really fucking loved it. And because of that, you wanted to go and explore everywhere. You wanted to do the side missions and fucking find out the lore and what's going on. You was wanting to do everything that the developers were giving you. God of War Ragnarok. You want to fucking do everything because it's so rich in storytelling that you don't want to fucking miss anything. You want that kind of shit in a massive game. If you haven't got that, then it's very difficult to make it a good game.
I rushed the main story so I didn't spoil anything because I'm so invested in a game that I hadn't even played.
Yeah.
It's the character and stuff that it put in the first one. So yeah, I have no feeling towards Horizon. So it was a good fucking waste of 60, 70 quid, wasn't it? I think I played it for about 3 hours and then never played it again. Is that grass or a grasshopper?
I think it's grass.
Oh, thankfully, that's a bit scary.
Oh, you scared of grasshoppers? I fucking hate bugs.
Well, no, not really, but it was a very.
I'm
big
terrified of bugs. I don't like them.
Yeah, my son is. He's just come across spiders.
Oh.
And
he don't like them. Or he loves them.
Well, he did until he asked to touch one, and I let him touch it, and now he's not so keen on it.
Was it a big boy or was it like a
no,
little
not really,
spider?
but he was like, Bida. I was like,
Bida.
He's like, touch. So I was like, all right. So I picked him up and lifted him up, and then he put his finger on it, and then he went across the ceiling, and he was like, and now anything on the wall, like a screw that's not got a picture hanging from it, he's going, Bader, big Bader.
We was asleep, and I woke up for work, and it's very rare that my alarm wakes Steph up. Anyway, my alarm went off, I turned it off, and then Steph woke up, and obviously it's pitch black, and she went, oh my God, Reese, there's a spider. There's a spider on the ceiling. And we both got up extremely quickly, but extremely calmly. And there was nothing there. She was hallucinating. There was no, but she was adamant that there was this massive spider just dangling above our heads. And I think what it was is maybe like it's a shadow or something, and your brain turns it into something, or it was just a genuine hallucination. But we both shit ourselves. I can't fucking do spiders, man. I'm terrified of them.
No?
Little diddy ones, I'm absolutely fine with. But them big cunts. If a massive house spider comes running through here, but I don't want to kill them. I don't like killing things.
I'm the same.
But yeah, I don't like them, man.
I don't like them particularly, but I won't kill them. I'll put a glass round them, a bit of paper.
I think it's something to do with the way that they walk.
It's definitely the way they walk.
Is what terrifies humans when it comes to spiders, because there is very little creatures out there that move the same way, and that is what scares people.
Yeah, add to the fact that you see what they do to insects. They stick them in a sticky web, tie them up, and then suck the fucking insides out of them.
You see what Sheba did to Frodo.
Exactly. That's just terrifying.
Or Shelag, whatever it fucking was.
You imagine if spiders were human-sized, wouldn't be so keen on them.
No.
I'm not keen on them as they are.
If spiders were human-sized.
Yeah.
If spiders were human-sized, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. I went to Australia and I didn't see a single spider, and I was so fucking happy for it, because I was petrified of seeing massive spiders.
Big old huntsman in the toilet waiting.
I just can't.
Sitting in your shoe.
I can't do it. Even that is like, ugh. Bugs, man. Bugs in general. They're weird fucking things. They're really weird. Moths are not. You ask Mark, he's heard me screaming on fucking mic where I used to live.
You don't like moths?
Bruv, where I used to live, I used to have the windows open like all through summer. It's kind of like this setup, really. So imagine like the doors permanently open because it's fucking boiling hot. But this was when I was like a teenager, so I'd be playing until like 3-4 in the morning. It's obviously fucking bright, massive telly in front of you. Every single window open. What's it going to attract? The fucking moths. Jesus Christ. It's the flapping. I can't do the flapping, the fluttering, and those motherfuckers target you. Once you fluck one away, you go, fuck off. That thing's after you. And I know they're blind, but that thing's fucking coming for you. It's on your face constantly.
They don't want to be touched. When you knock the dust off their wings, they can't fly.
I can't do it. And when they're big, when they're massive, and all you can just hear is them fluttering their wings. I've got about 4 or 5 tattooed on me. I can't fucking stand them.
I was going to say, you got one on your hand, didn't you?
That's a dragonfly.
Do you like dragonflies?
No, that's a that's a beetle.
Do you like beetles?
No. Then I think there's two moths on here, 2 or 3 moths and something else.
Do you like moths?
No.
It's just 3 of them.
I don't like bugs.
Why?
I fucking hate them. I don't know. No, because they look cool.
It's turning into a nice day, actually, isn't it?
It's right, isn't it? You know what I was thinking? How awkward it would have been if we were those kinds of people where at the Star Wars celebration we tried to set up like an impromptu podcast episode. Like if we just pulled out a desk and like a power pack or something and tried to plug in all the gear and record a podcast in the middle of that massive crowd of people. Because I feel like that's something that someone would try to do at some point.
Did I tell you why it was so busy?
Go on.
I went to Nerd Base the other day and I was speaking to him.
Yeah.
I said, well, when's the Star Wars Day and stuff like that. And then I got talking to him about Star Wars Celebration. And one of them went, and then a couple of punters walked over, and they were talking about it as well. So we all just ended up talking about Star Wars Celebration. And it turns out that most of them went on like Saturdays and stuff. But apparently, the reason it was so busy on Friday is because people were just walking in off the street because no one was checking tickets.
Oh, was it?
That's why it was so busy.
So we could have got in for free.
I didn't get my ticket out.
Yeah, I didn't get mine out
Yours was
either.
around your neck though. Mine was in my wallet.
Yeah, you didn't have yours on your
I had
at
it
all.
in my hand when we walked through the security.
Yeah, but they didn't check them.
No, that's what I mean. I had it in my hand when we walked through security, but no one looked at it.
Yeah.
Put it in my wallet and then queued up, and then we went in.
To be fair though, that doesn't surprise me because I got through security waving a banana in the man's face with 2 fucking contrabanded items in the fucking bag.
So
That's crazy. So we paid about 80 quid a ticket.
yeah,
It's just fucking could have just walked in.
basically for the merch, we paid a ticket just to have something to show that we went to Star Wars Celebration.
No way, that's why it was that busy.
Yeah, apparently Saturday was all right. Because I've
Yeah.
watched a lot of YouTube videos since
Yeah.
of like people vlogging around there and stuff like that, and I'm like, this was
This
not
is
like
not-
that
yeah.
for us.
I wondered why there were so many people
It was
walking around
horrible.
with babies.
Yeah, there was babies. in
Yeah,
there,
there
as
was
well,
lots
wasn't there?
listen up, folks. When we say babies, I mean fucking like just out the womb kind of
Yeah,
babies.
there
Or the-
I see at least one like newborn.
yeah. In a fucking sea of people. We're like, what the fuck's get that kid away from here, man. There was a pregnant woman walking around like with a pram. I was like, you were in the wrong place.
Yeah, it was far too busy to have newborn babies and stuff in there, man. It's,
Wow, that's why people were just walking off the street.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what it was like.
But you
on
could do
the
that 'cause-
weekend.
Yeah, because when we obviously the couple of times that we went out, so you could have a little vapey, it was empty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyone was just walking in.
Yeah, you
But
could just walk
there
in,
was security there checking fucking.
Yeah, at that point. But that they
Oh,
were,
but
they-
beforehand, they
yeah,
were
they
just-
and they were checking people that were going out for a fag though.
Yeah.
So but if you're going out for a fag, I would have either gone and if I hadn't had a ticket, I would have either gone, oh, I won't bother then, or I'll make a point of saying, you're right, mate, I'm just going for me. Make sure you remember what I look like. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Mm.
And then you'd have just let straight back
And
in.
then weren't there when it about halfway through when we walked all the way down to the end where there was that other smoking bit, and it was literally you could just walk out and there was like obviously there was loads of people smoking, but it seemed like anyone could have just walked in through that door. And then when we actually left and we got off the station and then to them steps to the original front doors, and we were like, you could have literally just fucking walked in there.
We got the train to the next station instead of just walking out another exit.
Yeah.
So
We got the train round the building rather
Yeah.
than just walking through it.
yeah, that's why it was so busy, which is crazy. Which is
That's
absolutely
mental, innit?
crazy to me.
That's
yeah.
such a security risk.
Terrible.
That's so bad.
So yeah, it was nowhere near as busy apparently on any of the other days. So yeah, I'm out of breath. I don't know why. I'm so unfit and old. I need a blood test.
That's going to solve your problems. Is it a blood test?
No, I keep getting letters about come and get a check for all your health, and I'm like, fuck that.
Why?
Because
Just go and have a blood test.
no, because if something's gonna
Have
happen,
you had to have a prostate exam yet?
let it be not from a doctor.
He's had them DIY prostate exams.
Oh, fuck sake.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I was going to say, because you're near the age where they start doing that.
All right, mate.
You are, though.
All right.
I swear you are.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, they keep sending me letters saying I need a check-up on all your fucking, all your little systems and all your lungs and all the bollocks, all your vitamin levels.
I would have
and-
thought you'd be on doing that considering your line of work now.
Yeah, but I don't care. The way I see it is, if something's wrong with me and I'm gonna die,
Yeah.
I'd rather just die without knowing.
What if it's fixable?
Well, then I'll probably be a bit annoyed with
ridiculous.
myself. But I'll be dead, so it won't matter.
You have a family.
Yeah, granted.
Ridiculous.
Nah.
What do you mean? If I'm gonna die, just let it happen.
Yeah. Well, because if I don't know.
But there's so many things that are curable.
Yeah, but I'd rather just die than go to the doctors and they'd be like, yeah, it's cancer, yeah, 6 months. I'd rather just die.
It's just that's not how cancer works.
Well, I don't know.
Not all the time. A lot of it's curable.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, you got to start getting yourself checked,
Yeah,
man. I
maybe
swear
I
to
will.
God.
We'll
No, you won't though, will you?
Nah.
You are reactive rather than proactive.
That's exactly what I am.
Yeah, which isn't helpful. You've always got to be proactive.
That takes time and
It doesn't take
It
time.
does. It's like, why am I going to go to the dentist if my teeth don't hurt, man? I know you should, but I
No,
clean.
to be fair, I'm with you on that one. I believe that the dentists actually harm your teeth.
I clean my teeth twice a day. I floss and I use mouthwash. If my tooth starts hurting and I'm like, I'll go to the dentist. I'll take the cunt out.
Barely clean them once a day.
Yeah, fuck that. I clean them twice a day.
No.
I floss them. I mouthwash. I do all that shit.
I don't do the floss or the mouthwash.
Yeah, but I smoked for like a long period of my life.
Yeah,
so my teeth needed a lot.
I think I caught it just about before my teeth started going all manky and horrible.
Yeah, well, my teeth ain't manky and horrible, but they're not.
No, they're
great.
not. I can. Yeah.
They're not great.
I can smell your breath from here. It's awful.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
But I believe that the dentists do something to your teeth, and that make you keep going back. Because I ain't had last time Steph made me go to the dentist because I hadn't been for. I think I went once before I turned 18 because it was still free, and then before then I just hadn't been. Whether that's neglect from my mother, I don't know. but yeah, I think in my lifetime I've been to the dentist maybe like 4 times. And so she was like, you need to go to the fucking dentist. I'm taking you. And this was a while ago. And I went and they said my teeth were absolutely perfect. Other than a couple of chips from some fights. Because I'm hard like that.
You ain't had a fight in your life.
No, I've just been beaten up.
Yeah, exactly. Little sausage.
But now I'm big. Big and scary.
Big, not scary. Yeah, so that's my story. Anyway, I'm not out of breath anymore. Let's move on.
Right.
Funko Pops and fucking toys. He's built a monument of all his pop figures. Or is this all of them or some of them? There's a lot.
That's all of them so far. There's a couple more that are rocking up.
So I find it mental that you've got Viserys Targaryen all the way down there and you've got Daemon up there. I know Daemon's signed, but sure they need to be like near each other in some aspect.
I tried to, but it was either that or I put all the signed ones together. So I thought I want to put the signed ones together.
Can't you put Viserys on top of Aragorn?
It's not just Viserys there either.
Oh, you got the girl as well.
It's let me move the Balrog out of the way.
Oh, he's got Rhaenyra Targaryen as well.
So they're not. He's not on his own.
Geralt, we both got that one, haven't we?
Geralt's on there.
Tried to get the red eyes, didn't we?
Yep. That's the only reason why I got the Geralt. It's because I tried to get you the old red eyes. You got the dragons. You got Smaug's back there. What's the other one? What's the other one? Oh, Deathwing. That's cool. The fucking it's only because I went on a mad one buying loads off of eBay, and I was watching a lot of shit and bought some shit that I already had without realising. So I was like, yeah, let's get these out of the box. My main aim at the moment is to get all of the Lord of the Rings ones. Annoyingly, I missed out on a Boromir yesterday because I just couldn't bring myself to bid on it because I've spent so much money on Funko Pops. So I will get that one eventually. But I'm trying to, as you can see, get them signed. So it's expensive and it's quite difficult.
Rich people problems.
It's not. No. No.
You don't know what
No. Because we have this. We have this.
You bought the same figure twice because you got so much money you didn't realise you already had it.
3 times. It doesn't matter. I got one refunded. The other one's just in the kitchen. We spend around the same amount of money when it comes to this kind of shit.
I was saying because you bought the same one twice, not because you're buying toys.
They're not toys. They're collectibles.
Yes, I know what they are.
Look at Joel. That dirty cunt at the fucking Star Wars celebration wanted me to spend 200 quid just for Joel. I got all 3 of them for 215.
And all 3 are fake.
They're not fake.
Are they? Are you sure?
No, they're not.
No, well, I don't know.
I
hope they're not. It'd be sad if they was.
They aren't fake because what I'll do is never post them asking if they're fake. They aren't fake.
I don't think they are.
I don't think they are.
You never know.
Who gives a fuck? They're not fake. I don't do fake Funkos.
Hopefully. That looks good today.
Huh?
Tied it up well.
What, my hair?
Yeah, looks good.
I'm getting better at tying it up.
Looks good. You was going to cut it all off when you can have your hair like that. Pisses me off.
I was
luscious locks.
I was going to cut it all off and then Steph cut my dead ends off. And now
such a strange sentence to hear a fellow man say.
And now it feels very nice. It's less knotty. Look, you don't have to worry about this, yeah, because soon enough your hair's going to be gone. Whereas mine is going to live on forever.
What a
So
cunt.
you got to take care of it.
What a cunt.
Mark's the same. He doesn't understand it because he's fucking balding, man. He looks like a jelly bean. So, but now that it's all sorted, yes, I tie it up.
Jelly bean.
It's nice. Me and Steph have started watching The Last Kingdom. Have you seen that?
Yep.
You seen all of it?
Yeah.
You seen a lot of it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie that finishes
Seven
it?
Kings Must Die.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I don't want any spoilers, but can I just say, fucking incredible.
It's not as good as Vikings, but it's good.
I think it's better than Vikings.
Not a chance.
I think it is.
Not a chance.
But I stopped watching Vikings after.
Yeah, you can't say that.
I don't want to. But I stopped after that.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
fuck me, you just avoided a spoiler.
I did.
Fuck me, what's happened?
I did it very well. But The Last Kingdom, I've tried it before.
Uchard of Bebumber.
I tried it before and I thought, oh.
Destiny is all.
Father Bioka is fucking. Don't get. Don't. No. I got to text Steph, tell her not to listen.
I didn't do nothing.
No, you
I've done nothing.
You cunt.
I've done nothing. I've done nothing.
I hate this. Right. Shut up. I ain't looking at you anymore while I'm going to talk about this. I just think he's such a good character. It's such a shame. I knew it would go down the fucking Game of Thrones route where it starts just fucking getting rid of all the people that I love.
I literally done nothing.
Yeah,
my eyeballs
you
looked
didn't have to
all
do
that
anything.
happened, he looked at me, my eyeballs looked to the left and then straight back at him, and from that he gathered.
You didn't know. I don't want to know how, but now that I know, and I don't want to know when. Very good. Really, really good. A lot of the people that I work with, they're like all over it, so I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll give it another go. It's sick, man. Me and Steph are obsessed with it, to the point where I haven't played any games for like 3 or 4 days. Because we've just been fucking watching The Last Kingdom. It's proper taking over.
It's very good.
It's great.
I'm a huge fan of it. Dane Slayer. So where are you up to?
I think we're 1 or 2 episodes away from season 3.
That don't mean a lot to me. I don't know how many seasons are there.
5.
So I've probably watched 4. I think there's a season, the latest season I haven't seen. And then there's the film.
So apparently the film ties it all up.
Yeah, unfortunately, my mate watched the film.
He didn't like it.
And he said it was shit.
Yeah,
he's just watched the whole series.
Yeah,
as well.
I've heard a couple of people say that it's a bit waff, but if it ties up a story, then fuck it, we'll have to give it a go. But so far, I'm very, very, very much enjoying it. Haven't yet started looking at Funko Pops for The Last Kingdom, but I'm sure there's some knocking around.
Yeah, no doubt. And everyone's just called Ethelweld and shit.
Oh,
everyone's called Ethelfred,
yeah,
Ethelweld, Ethelwald.
Ethelfled and Ethelred and fucking Yeah, they're all. But Beyondfleot, Benfleet. I was like, "Wait, here it is, Beyondfleot." It's very, it's still fucking weird names, old names. It's good. I like it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it is good. It's got Knut. Is he in it? Knut, is that his name?
I don't know.
Is he ginger guy?
Knut.
Is he ginger?
There's Finnan, Irish guy.
No, he's a Dane. He's not one of his mates.
He might not be introduced yet.
I'm sure he is.
I
but
think
he
there
might not.
maybe.
What about the witch, the white-haired woman? What's her name? Skull or something.
Well, I'm sure.
Are you sure you're 3 seasons in?
No, I'm not at season 3 yet.
Oh.
When I said I'm 1 or 2 episodes away from season 3,
No, I just don't think that much could have happened since. I don't know. I
quite
must
a
be
bit's
1
happened.
season away.
You can get. I remember I tried to get you a Ragnar Lothbrok Funko Pop. They're expensive, man.
I've
and
never
they're
seen
rare.
one, that's probably why.
Trying to get hold of one, it's difficult, man.
Oh, he's the man though.
He's cool. There's a lot of fakes of him.
There's a Ragnar in there, isn't there? Ragnar Ragnarsson.
Yeah. Well, Uhtred is Uhtred Ragnarsson,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's obviously names his son Uhtred,
It's
son
cool
of
because
Uhtred.
he's in the middle, and he don't know what to do.
He's a Dane and a Saxon. He's a Saxon brought up as a Dane who's gone back to Saxon but does not believe in Christianity.
He just floats. He just does what he likes. He's actually a real character in real life as well, you know.
What, Uhtred?
Real
good.
character. I don't know how much of it's true. Obviously, probably not a lot. But he's actually a real person. Uhtred of Bebumber. Destiny is all.
So I've got myself heavily into signed Funko Pops. I will say that I won Ladybug from Bullet Train, which is signed by Brad Pitt. So that's coming soon.
It's just moved up levels. I mean, I started this mad obsession with his Funko Pops because I was like, I keep buying them, and then he's like, yeah, I'm in, and then I started buying Pokemon, and then he was like, yeah, he's in, but he's like leveled up to the point where it's just, oh yeah, I like this character, I'm gonna get this little £10 Funko Pop. Oh, I like this, I'm gonna get this like rare one that's like £80. Oh, I like this, I'm gonna get this signed one that's £300.
I was saying,
oh, I like this, I'm gonna get the whole cast of signed Funko Pops for thousands of pounds.
Mate, I'm fucking small fish compared to what some of these other collectors are going with. It's fucking crazy. But talking to my lot today, I said I've gone from. Oh, sorry, this was yesterday. Talking to my lot, I've gone from thinking that 60 quid for a Funko was expensive. Remember, like when I bought the Ratchet and Clank, which I don't think is actually in it. I think it's in the fucking safe. Where I was like, fucking hell, this is like 75 quid. That's so expensive. To now, I look at 400 or 500 quid for an Ian McKellen, and I go, oh, that's reasonable.
I know.
That's fine. That's normal.
I know.
I just want to say the Brad Pitt. It is authenticated. It has a thing with it. I'm gonna sell it. That's the only reason why I've got it.
He's flipping it.
Is because I'm gonna sell it, and I haven't stolen it from someone, by the way. I won it in an auction that I actually lost, but I was the runner up, and the guy that was doing the auction messaged me saying, which one was you after? And I said Ladybug, and he was like, all right, cool, because the person wanted something else. And then they offered me.
How have you won an auction for an item that the other guy didn't want?
This is what this guy does. He's called Ink to Grails, yeah, and then he's also got a thing called Woody's
eBay?
Memorabilia. No, it's a Facebook thing, and he started off as a signature collector, and then basically just ran a business doing it. And you can send him stuff, and he will go and get it signed. Like he'll say, like, I'm going to the Wales Comic Con. These people are going. Like here's the prices for if you want something signing. And then obviously they do their certificates and stuff like that. But what he does is almost like every other day, he'll put up an auction. And now it's not just Funko Pops, it'll be like signed like photos and things like that. But the last like auctions have been all Funko Pops, and he'll put up like 4, 5, 6 signed Funko Pops, all different ones. And it will say finishes at 9 p.m. tonight, minimum bid increments of £5. And that's how it will be. And then come 9 o'clock, whoever's got the fucking most, whoever wins gets to pick one of the Funkos or whatever it is in that pool. So you might have one Funko that's only worth 100 quid, then one that's worth £1,000. You know what I mean? Someone might only be fighting for the one that's worth 100 quid, but the fucking bidding's gone to 500 and something. That one with the Bane signed by Tom Hardy, what the lot that was in had a lot of heavy hitters. It went for 580 quid. Don't know what they picked, but yeah, that's how it runs. And I got sniped for a £5. But the guy messaged me. He messaged Mark as well, because Mark was the third person on the list, asking which one is it that you're after. So he must make some decent money, but he must also he must pay other people to go and do, because he's got so much signed shit. It's crazy, so much stuff.
Well, it's very cool though.
But that Gimli and the Sauron is who I got them off of, which I bought off of eBay, and the Gimli has an certificate of authenticity like card, which has Ink to Grails on it. Obviously, I got them both very cheap, but they're both legit, and that's how I found out about them. So then joined the Facebook group and all that shit, and loads of signed shit, loads.
I'm a fan.
It's great, man.
Respect it.
But yeah, it's cool just to have signed stuff.
So whilst you're out here collecting all the Funko Pops, I'm still collecting Star Wars stuff.
You said you were talking about graded.
Yeah.
Anything can be graded, bro.
I haven't played the PlayStation or anything for the whole last week.
Yeah.
Because I've developed this strange obsession with going on YouTube and watching people open and play with the figures that I keep boxed.
Yep.
And
yeah, there's a lot of people
all I've been doing is watching reviews and unboxings, and every night that's all I've been doing. To be fair, I've been knackered and I've been going to bed like 9 o'clock every night. That's why I need to get his blood test, because I think something's wrong with me.
Yeah, it's great.
But fuck it. So yeah, I've been watching them, and in my watching journey, one of them popped up with a graded Black Series, and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked on eBay, I was like, oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So now I'm looking at my figures
I'm just
thinking,
going to quickly eBay it just to see.
these ain't worth fuck all now. I need them graded. But they're expensive. To get graded, they're like 70 quid.
Yeah, what,
Black
to get a Black
Series.
Series?
Yeah.
Why is
But
that?
I don't know. Cause, I don't know how it works, because obviously for them to grade it,
Yeah.
are they grading it through the box? Are they having to open it and look at the figure?
It would be the box itself as well, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but I don't want the figure opened. Do you know what I mean? So
325 quid for a Mandalorian.
So you're opening the box, which I don't want you to do, and then you're getting the figure out, and then
Here you go. This might solve it. So, oh no, it doesn't. It just says B, W, and F. So maybe B is box, W is something, and then F is figure.
Maybe, yeah.
It's done in percentages, and that is graded by UKG. Oh my God, there's loads. Oh,
yeah, there's a lot.
Lord.
So
Calcestis.
it's just another thing for me to be looking at. Obviously, the Mandalorian season 3 wrapped up on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice little spaceship that came out. Pre-ordered that, so that's down. Yeah, so I'm just collecting figures and expanding my collection. And so are you, and yeah, it's just getting silly because once again, I used to look at pop figures for a tenner and think, "Oh, I'm an Aaron."
Here you go. This might solve some of your questions. So, how do you grade action figures? I'm sure this falls in the same kind of pool because that's what they are. It says the quality of the card, so the box itself, is it creased? Does it have edge wear? Things like that. Much like a Pokemon card, I guess. The blister, is the blister yellowed? Is it cracked or crushed? So that's the plastic. And then the figure itself, is the paint applied correctly? Is it yellowed? Are there any flaws in the moulding? Things like that. So I would imagine
they get it out.
They have to take it out of the box. Now, what do they do if the box is taped?
Well, they are all taped. That's how you know they're sealed. This is what I mean. And then also, what it's saying there about cardboard, there's difference. A Black Series is just, we saw them, they're just boxes.
Yeah.
Whereas Vintage Collection is cardboard with blister on.
Maybe.
So they'd actually have to peel that.
Maybe not. Maybe they can inspect it through
They'd have to, because otherwise the box is fucked.
I feel like well, it's fucking plastic. You can see through these Funkos what kind of condition they're sitting in. I feel like you're able to do that maybe with things where it is purely blister, that they wouldn't. Could you imagine that? You have this vintage Darth Vader and it is on a blister pack, and you send it off to PSA or something, and they'll rip that open, go, oh, this figure's cool, send it back in the box in pieces.
Yeah. 4.
You can't, you can't do that. There's no way that they're gonna take apart the packaging. So I would imagine they would do it through the.
The trouble is that I've been watching like a lot of different people, and a lot of like people that are into a lot of different things. So Black Series, Vintage Collection, all Star Wars stuff, and comics they come out with as well. And they're saying like comics are at an all-time low. So some of these comics that are worth fortunes are like still very expensive,
but not as expensive.
And I'm looking, thinking, I don't care. They're all graded. They're all in box. And I'm looking, thinking, do I just buy why it's low? Obviously, buy low, sell high. But my problem is I don't sell. I just buy.
That's just my problem. That is my problem.
Once I've got it, I'm like, I don't want to sell it.
I think having something graded, there's something about having it graded that makes something so much more special. Graded Pokemon cards look the fucking bollocks. I mean, they don't look the bollocks when they come back as a 7, but graded Pokemon cards look great. And I've seen graded comics, and I've seen graded action figures. Just looking at the Black Series now, I think comics are one of the coolest things I've seen graded, because there's something about the whole purpose of this is for it to be read, and yet it's now encased in plastic, this impenetrable plastic with a fucking score on it. Like it feels so special, and it's like that solid.
Well, it's like a picture, isn't it? People put pictures on the walls.
Yeah.
You put like graded comics on the wall.
Because you could have got your Black Series graded at Beckett.
Yeah, well, I didn't know this.
No, neither
I would have got Cara Dune done, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking Cara Dune would have been a sick one. Yeah, that would have been a good... That should be your number one to get graded.
Yeah, well, it's probably my most valuable Black Series, but I don't think the box is in, like, the
Tip
best
top
condition. It's in all right condition, but it's not in the best. Obviously, it's got that little, where they peel a sticker off. It's got that on there. And
well, like fucking that one.
Yeah,
there.
basically, it's got that on it, and it's not in the best condition. I don't know what the figures are like, 'cause I never got it out, and no one has. That's why I bought it. But, yeah, I don't know. Will I? Probably not. Because it's, like I say, it's 70 odd quid just to get it graded. And if it comes back terribly, I'll be fuming.
And obviously, you've got to send it there as well.
Exactly, and that's something
that's the
inevitably going to get crushed.
That's the scary bit.
You see how cunts handle parcels, man. They're fuzzing them in the back of
Yeah.
vans and shit.
See, it's weird because that's not always the case. But you've seen enough parcels get fucked.
You've seen the horror stories.
Yeah, to not want to do it, and something of value that you're sending. I mean, we say something of value in the big world. It's not fucking valuable. You're talking in the hundreds, but for us, it's big time. So to send it off to some stranger. And then to have it sent, I don't like it. Don't like that.
Well, I got into Lego as well through all this. And I'm looking, and some of the Lego minifigures, man, they're going for crazy money. And I'm just like, well, I could collect them as well.
Well, they got crazy ones at fucking Nerd Base as well, man.
I haven't seen the Lego at Nerd Base.
Little Lego figures.
I didn't see them.
Yeah, next time we go, we'll have a look. Because they had a Vader there for, I think it was like 200 and something quid. Just literally just Vader, not in a box or anything. Just
loose, yeah. This is what I mean. That's why it's a tough one, because a lot of them come from series, or not a series, but a box set. So like a ship will come with 4 or 5 different minifigures, but some of them minifigures will only ever come out in that ship. And what I've learned is Lego tends to have like a 1 to 3 year shelf life, and then Lego announce that they're retiring that set.
Yeah.
So if that figure doesn't ever get made again, then it's exclusive to that set that you can no longer buy in shops, which obviously makes demand more because you can't reach it. And then even if they do make the character again, it's always subtly different in one way or the other. So people always want the original.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot to it. And there was an article a while ago, wasn't there, that said that investing in Lego is better than investing in gold. I don't believe that to be true. I've watched a lot of videos on it recently, and not many people do, but there is definitely money to be made. But I can't sell stuff, because that's the problem, is I only buy stuff that I want. I don't buy stuff to sell. I might have a few things, but mainly I just buy things of characters that I like.
It's having that ability to let go of. I think Mark's a very good one with it, because I introduced him into Funko Pops, and I couldn't give him the insight into actually what it's like to sell Funko Pops, because obviously I fucking don't. But you know the value of things. Well, he's nearly made $1 grand's worth of profit, and he's only been doing it for a couple of months just by selling them on eBay. And like, he'll buy shit that he doesn't even know. Me and him don't even know what they fucking are. Like, he gets a lot of anime exclusive Funkos and sells them. Like, he'll get them from Funko Europe and shit like that. So he's on the other side of it, much like Big Rye would, where you don't really give a fuck about it, but you know that you can make some profit for it. So I'm going to buy and sell. And having that is so difficult, and just knowing what would actually sell and what wouldn't. Like I've said before, him and his missus, especially his missus now, knows how to spot a fake like that. So they've gotten so into it and are actually making some half decent dough out of it, and have only just fucking started doing it. So it's a weird one. You're either in it to fucking buy quick and sell quick, or you're doing what we do, where you buy shit that you like that is also fucking expensive, and then just sit on it because it's only going to go up.
The only way I can do that is if I stop buying Star Wars figures. If I buy other sort of things, then fine, but I can't sell Star Wars stuff.
It's like I can't sell the Lord of the Rings stuff.
No,
I can't do it. That Gimli and that Sauron, they ain't going. Neither's the Aragorn, neither's the Gollum.
Yeah, but it's Damon. Damon is like fucking. You know what I mean? That I definitely wouldn't sell that.
No, Damon's not going.
Because the longer the House of Dragons go on for, and the longer he lives, the better that will be.
And this is why I'm trying so desperately to get a signed Gandalf, not because of the value it's going to go up when Ian McKellen passes away, but because I know that the value is going to go up when he passes away, and I really want one because I genuinely want to own a signed Gandalf Funko. So when he passes, they're going to be so fucking expensive.
Well, as much as you're obviously not wishing for someone's death, but
No,
the
I'm
problem is with things like that, there's not whatever there is out in the wild is going to be all that's left because obviously he can't physically sign anything ever again, which is obviously very sad.
So it's very difficult. Like that fucking signed Stan Lee Funko that we see. We didn't even have to ask to know that was fucking mega money.
Thousands.
Yeah. You're talking in the tens of thousands
I wouldn't
is
be
where they
taking
go.
that to nowhere, no convention.
I wouldn't be having it sitting at a fucking cabinet around it in the middle of a crowd of people. I would have had that fucking with me tied around my neck. That is crazy, man. It's so fucking the shit that people invest in and the shit that we invest in. Any normal person that has no idea. Take me fucking a year ago. I weren't interested in Funkos whatsoever. They meant nothing to me. So I would look at that and go, oh, that's cool. But now, it means a lot.
Yeah, they're cool. It's a wall of Funkos you've got. It's very nice. Very nicely arranged. It could be arranged more nicer, but you haven't got the space
really
to
got
put
the space. I didn't.
But ideally, you want these all in cabinets, all your big ones in glass cabinets with lights. And That's how
I want to set it up properly, but obviously haven't got the means to yet. But that is the plan. Whenever I do have the means.
But yeah, I need to put a cork in buying figures, but it's just I love it.
I reckon you should dip your toes in getting one graded at some point, getting something graded, because obviously you haven't done that yet.
I'm sure I will, but I would only do it for something that's worth getting graded. I'm scared of but I'm scared of getting such a bad one. It'll just make me sad.
But I feel like with things like Cara Dune having a bad grade, I don't think it'd be a bad grade. I think maybe the box might let it down slightly. I don't think the score of it will have all that much of an impact because of obviously the politics surrounding Cara Dune as a character. I think will carry a lot of the value.
Well, it's just the fact that because Cara Dune's obviously been written out.
Yeah.
It's where like characters like Anakin and all the popular ones, if the figures go out and you can't get them no more.
No, you're right.
If the figures go out and you can't get them no more, what Hasbro tend to do is release the archive version of them, which you've seen, which is on cardboard instead of the packaging that you normally see.
Yeah.
Whereas they will never do that with Cara Dune because they will never make more figures of her.
Yeah, Cara Dune is what it is.
Her character may be replaced, and they're talking about it now, being played by somebody else, but it will never be Gina.
Yeah, because it's modelled off of that person.
Yeah.
Visually, like their face and everything is that person. So even if they come out with a new Cara Dune, of course it ain't going to be the fucking same
There's a graded Cara Dune, 8.5. Uncirculated. I don't know what that means.
Never went into
circulation. $675, $70 postage. That's it. It's like $700.
That's about 500 and something quid. So much, man.
Yeah, and that's obviously, but that's the only graded Cara Dune Black Series I can find.
You would have to
that's the only one.
Is that on the sold?
No, that's just available now. That's the only one that's available. There's not another Black Series. There's these little ones.
You'll have to do some looking into it, because if it's a case of how much was that Cara Dune? 90 quid.
Yeah,
90 quid. So let's say it is another 70 quid to get it graded. If you can turn that 160 quid into fucking 500 quid, it's a worthy investment, surely. It'd be the same as if you got the fucking Admiral Thrawn. I'm sure you can get Funkos graded. Can you get Funkos graded?
I imagine you can.
Is this a world that I'm about to... Graded Funkos. Let's have a look. I'm sure you can't. Oh, good Lord, you can. No.
There you go.
Oh, no.
So there's just a Cara Dune here that's not even graded or anything for 220 quid.
Oh,
No.
Jesus. They're not even fucking signed, bro. Could you imagine if I get fucking Daemon Targaryen graded and signed? This fucking Neo, not even a special fucking Funko. Neo, PSA 8. They want $460.
What? The
Isn't-
Matrix Neo?
Yeah, it's not even signed, bro. Fucking hell. Hell's bells.
Well,
Oh,
There you go.
God. Oh, dear. This is great.
so yeah, that's our adventure. We probably should fucking leave it because we've been going for ages and we ain't even done the Patreon episode yet.
We've got a Breaking Bad Heisenberg.
Slight disclaimer: I am on a course next Friday. I might be here, but chances are I won't be for the reason I've just said, and also it's the day Jedi Survivor comes out. So I will still try to be here.
Calendar.
It will be the 28th or 29th of April.
That is the day that, after that Friday, I'm off for 9 days.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting... Where are you going?
I'm just off because it's bank holidays.
Oh,
innit?
work, right, yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
it's bank holidays. So I've got the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off.
Yeah.
That's fine, bro. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Or if not, the lovely Steph will step in.
It's nearly my birthday. I'm not every year I do the same thing. I don't mention my birthday once.
When is it?
Just for the hope that she forgets, just so I can hold it over her forever.
Like what you did with mine.
Yeah, but I'll be like, I never know. You know, come on. Still got you saying the thing with my birthday is she said it. She was saying the other day, stressing about money. She's like, next month is so expensive. I've got so much on. She mentioned all these things she didn't once mention my birthday. So I'm either she's doing it on purpose or she's forgotten.
It's in May.
She's going to have a problem where she's like...
The 20...
Not even close.
The 16...
Not even close.
The 8...
Not even close.
The 30th...
No, couldn't be further
The
away.
first...
No.
Second...
Correct.
The 2nd of May...
Same day as David Beckham, Adolf Hitler and The Rock. Which explains my muscles, good looks and my evil ways. I don't know.
Great.
I prefer the Sith to the Jedi, so...
yeah, there we go.
Fuck Hitler, though.
Should we leave it there?
Delete that. I should never have mentioned Hitler.
Silly cunt.
I might see you next week.
Yeah, alright, sweet. See you later, Uru.
All right.